We're lagging a bit behind here, but even Australia, we're lagging behind. We're looking with great curiosity at what's happening there. Any wake up moments coming, Graham, do you think, when, the average person says, I've just had a guts full of this now.
Well, the protest movement in Australia seems to have died because people, I think, have rally fatigue and people are starting to think, well, what's the point? Nobody listens anyway. But that doesn't mean you stop. I
Mm.
mean, if the enemy's driving tanks up the road and you think, oh no, what's the point? Or you have something you can do to stop it, what do you do? But the way I'm seeing it is that the only way we're going to crack this is to get the mainstream media's journalists to be brave enough to speak out. Now, we're seeing a couple over here who are doing the right thing. For example, Chris Uhlmann, who used to be the political editor for Channel 9 in Canberra, is now acting independently. And he dressed Chris Bowen, the energy minister, down in the press club, I think a couple of days ago. He tore him to pieces. He was relentless. And Bowen actually asked him to stop. Why are you doing this? Because you're an idiot, Chris Bowen. That's
Yeah.
why.
This
You're a liar.
doesn't this doesn't happen normally. Why are you doing this to me?
No, this doesn't happen. Now, the one thing that gives me heart, the people who slept through COVID, I reckon about 5% of Australians were wide awake during COVID and did something about it. And the rest of them remained asleep. Now, that 5% is still actively, they've opened their eyes. You can't go back to sleep once you wake up. So when we bring in the digital identification, central bank digital currency, renewable energy, 15-minute cities, all these different things are going to wake up another cohort of people who slept through the previous event. So the obvious outcome, it is the only obvious outcome, is more and more people are going to revolt. More and more people are going to say no. And that's the best way to revolt, is just to say no, we're not playing this game.